Liam, 2-0 win, good workout. You must be really pleased with that.
Really pleased with every single player that set foot on the pitch today. For a first pre-season game, hot day, we needed water breaks. Thought it was a really good exercise. I'm delighted that it was Fozzie who scored the first goal pre-season in the new era, because he's someone who's been here for a long time, and hopefully we get his contract sorted out sooner rather than later. Thought we played some excellent football in the first half. You know, that's the first time a lot of these players have been asked to play in this way, which is different. There were mistakes, but we were sloppiness, but at the same time there was really good, exciting attacking football, which is what I want. And we scored 2 in the first half and could have scored more.
So in terms of, let's break the two halves down. First half, as you mentioned there, really encouraged by the way you got into some great attacking areas and you could have had more goals.
Yeah, I was encouraged, obviously, in that Mendes Lang comes in, shows his quality. Tom Barkhuizen gets off the mark, which is great for him, and could have had a couple more, made some great runs, and it was really pleasing just to see the players. Basically what they've done is they've understood and remembered what we did last season, and it feels like now they're trying to take it on a different level in terms of the rotations and movements that we're working on. So I'm absolutely delighted with them. And I have to say, for the young players that came in the second half, I'm just as encouraged by their resilience. You know, that was they're a good side, Bradford, they're favourites for promotion from their league. So for our young players to come in and keep a clean sheet, I was absolutely just as delighted with them. I
was going to mention that for the second half, it was a youthful side. You must have expected that at times they were going to have spells where they were going to have to dig in, and they did it brilliantly. And again, you could have had a couple of goals as well. You got in some good areas.
Yeah, I think that's both sides of the game. That's what I've said to the players afterwards. Is some of our attacking play and possession play in the first half was great, and our defensive play, and we conceded chances from mistakes, but not from open play. I was delighted with Jake Rooney at the back. I felt that Carlos and Robbo will learn from this, and they did really, really well. And I was delighted with their resilience, and we're going to need both sides of that through the season. We're not going to be able to blow every team away. There's going to be times where we need to dig in and keep a clean sheet. So I was absolutely delighted with that today, and hopefully that continues.
I know it's only pre-season, and results in pre-season clearly don't matter in the grand scheme of things, but how pleased were you that you've been able to continue this feel-good factor that's been there over the last sort of 10 days or so, that you get a great result, fans are right behind you as well? Yeah,
the first thing was making sure every single player is okay coming through. You know, our biggest importance is the season, you know. So, but to see the supporters, the amount of supporters that turned up today, and every single member of staff, every player that set foot on the pitch, every person who's part of this went over to appreciate them, because I know what they've gone through. So to see them here in their numbers gives me goosebumps, makes me excited, and the players now understand, especially the new players, what it takes to represent this football club and how important it is to everyone involved, not just with the club but in the community as well.
How important is it then that bond that was there last year, clearly the circumstances are going to be different this year, that you keep that bond there, because that can be a real asset for you moving forward?
100%. The bond was incredible last year, and it's my aim to keep that bond going. And the only way you can do that from my point of view is to work as hard as I can, for the staff to work as hard as they can, and for the players when they go on the pitch, win, lose or draw, to give absolutely everything for the shirt. I can't ask for any more than that, and at the moment I can't ask for any more from the supporters. Absolutely incredible to turn up in the numbers today. I mentioned it in the press conference, the amount of season tickets they've bought. They're so important to this. They're so important to us being successful, and we're all going to be in it together.
You mentioned Christian Bielik, that he was out yesterday. In terms of David McGoldrick, Conor Hourihane and James Chester, they've only been with you a few days, so presumably that was just because they're at a stage where they need a bit more training before playing a game.
No, they're going to be absolutely fine. So they've had 2 days training, which I don't feel is enough to risk them in a game like this. They're going to be fit. They're looking really good in training, really excited to work with them, and they'll be ready to be involved for the game against Hertha Berlin next week.
Another positive week, hopefully, on the training pitch, and then Hertha Berlin next week, as you mentioned.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a real pleasure the first 2 weeks, seeing the young players. I've managed to see every under-18, every under-21 and every first-team player. We still need additions. I was delighted that Hayden Roberts had half an hour today. He's going to be a real asset to us. But yeah, I just need to keep working. I've been on the phone, Lokesy, so we'll keep working and see how we can shape the squad moving forward.
Lovely. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Yeah, thanks. Don't remind me. Thank you, Lokesy.
Well done.